Welcome to day one of Zero to Funded. This is the journey of me taking a brand new funded account and successfully taking my first payout, which you will see by the end of this series. Throughout the series, I'll be documenting every single trade I take on this account. You will see how I deal with wins, with losses, how I apply my risk management, I stay disciplined in my strategy, and most importantly, show you that it is possible for anybody to make it in trading. And I will show you that I'm a 20-year-old in my room chilling. This is no one special. And I'll show you it's possible to make money from this. So without further ado, let me show you my first trade today. It's a little late. I've been working on stuff today, but the biggest part of this series will be transparency. So I'll show you guys literally every single thing that I take, and this will be the biggest thing for me, I think, is accountability. In previous funded accounts that I've had, this is my third, I got overconfident from passing the account initially, and I just gambled. And once I unlocked in my mind that I have the possibility of making money, I lost a sense of responsibility because I was so hungry to chase that first payout, to chase the idea of making money, that I lost what got me there in the first place. So this series will show you how I apply all of the things that work and that have worked for me up until this point to get this funded account. And yeah, let me show you the first trade I took. This was a banger. So coming into this day, it was March 17th, St. Patrick's day after my birthday. I just turned 20 years old. And our overall bias in the market was, I figured it was quite bearish with how price has been moving the past couple of weeks. We have no reason to continue to continue to the upside unless we have some really positive news come out or we have a shift in market direction. What I look for in my model is I look for a liquidity sweep, a change in the state of direction, a fair value gap, and a volume out of the change in the state fair value gap tap. And let me show you guys what I took today. By the way, I'm only trading micros. Micros are a contract that are 1/10 the size of a mini contract, so they are not as volatile. They are smaller, they are less risk, and I'm able to have a more flexible position. This is extremely important, in my opinion, for risk management and surviving on this account. So let me show you guys what I took. So my draws and liquidity were lower. I thought price was rather bearish, and I wanted to see price tap into this 15-minute, 4-hour fair value gap that we had sitting above PD array, and I wanted to see some sort of reaction off of that. And off of New York Open, we had a series of really bullish candles coming, sweeping out all of this engineered liquidity in previous area, also tapping into the 4-hour range. And I was patient, waited for my setup, and here on the 1 minute, you'll see we come up here, sell off, have a change in state of delivery. Change in the state is when we have a close below recent series of upside candles. I still just watch price play out. We also had an inversion of a 2-minute gap, as you see right here. Of course, I'm hands off. There is the part of my strategy is I can enter right off of a change in the state. However, I didn't like the risk to reward here, so I wanted to see a pullback into an inefficiency. I then saw price come back, pull into this fair value gap. And a lot of the times what price will do after having this change in the state is it'll immediately have a reaction off of these gaps. And in this candle right here, it initially came lower, so I was thinking price rejected out, and I entered around here. I set my stop above this previous area right here, and I targeted New York Open and data lows, which are prominent areas areas of liquidity. We came around, bounced, tapped the inversion, almost got stopped out, but my biggest thing right now is if I lose a trade, I am confident in the trades that I take. I do not feel bad in any losses that I take because I am convinced that my setup is good. It ticks all my confluences and I have accepted the risk. So the money that I am willing to lose in this trade, I've basically already thrown it out the window. Like I don't have it anymore. That way the trade is effortless and you just let it flow. You have your level set and whatever the market wants to do, you let it be because you have no control over the markets. You are just simply an observer. Okay? So we came in and we put in an additional confirmation that price wanted to go lower, as here on ES we had an SMT divergence. So ES came, swept out these highs, and NQ did not. So that's a further confirmation that price on NQ wants to go lower, or both of the indexes. And immediately after putting that SMT in, we see our reaction, which price came down lower. We then come sweep this internal low. Price was a bit manipulative, chopping around until eventually it came and hit my TP level. At this point, I had 2 micro contracts. I scaled one. Of course, my final target was these data lows. However, after I hit the 1 to 2 right here, I scaled my other contract to a 1 to 1 to ensure profit because we only need a piece of the pie. That's all that matters. So I scaled it back and then pretty quickly I got stopped out of my other contract around right here. And that was the trade. Had I be more patient, eventually, about a whole hour later, the data low would have been taken. However, I was fine. I went on about my day. And I was very happy. It was a great way to start the account, as you can see right here. On my Tradeovate, I am up $300. Or you probably can't see. There you go. $300. And yeah, that is day 1 on the road, on the series of 0 to funded. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. See you tomorrow.